Almost definitely. So we're going until we hit Noxious Gearhulk.
Noxious Gearhulk.
Sweet.
That's a good hit.
Alright, so it looks like we've got a so we have slight technical difficulties. We're gonna start the thing again. Welcome everyone to Friday Night Magic here, standard Friday Night Magic at Dark Tower Paradise Games in Bellingham. My name is Adam,
and I'm Jake.
And yeah, we're gonna be casting the first couple rounds of this tournament. We're on round 1 right now.
Round 1. This is game 2 of our feature match.
Yes.
Game 1.
Less than ideal.
Less than ideal. Sam mulled to 5, played a land, and then died.
Yeah, that was basically it. Richie was able to do a pretty typical Merfolk Branchwalker into Jade Light Ranger, hit you with my guys until you die type of game plan. Either way, we're over here, and Sam was able to use his Noxious Gearhulk to clear the way, and it looks like, Madcap Experiment sees Noxious Gearhulk kill your guy, is pretty good for him.
That's really good for him.
Very, very good. But Richie, it looks like, even though he mulled to 5 this game, he was able to find a curve and a decent number of creatures to back it up.
As it is, if they just start racing the Phoenix versus the Gearhulk, Sam is going to lose that race, so he's going to need to come up with something else.
Yes.
And Richie does have a Pia Nalar in his hand, along with in a braid.
Yeah, that's the big one.
So Sam's still not doing great.
Yeah. I figure he'll probably
and a Glory
have something
Bringer.
else. If Sam's entire deck revolves around play Madcap Experiment, hope that's good enough to win the game, I don't think he's winning that many games. So I'm sure we'll see more out of him than just that.
So that Glory Bringer was a very good draw.
Yes, Glory Bringer does in fact kill Noxious Gearhulk.
Yeah. You could potentially just play Pia right here, and then hope to draw the land next turn.
I like Pia here. I mean, what else do you...
You could Abrade.
You could, yeah.
I think you can afford to wait a turn.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially because if you play Pia, even if Sam's Gearhulk puts Richie down to 10, he's then still got, 7 power worth of guys in play?
Yeah.
And if Sam has something else, then Richie probably wants to save the Abrade and have the choice when he can see which one of those might be better to Abrade. If he thinks that Sam doesn't have anything, this line is just as good because then you can get in next turn with even more damage.
Yep.
So it looks like Richie agrees with us, plays the Pia Nalar, and passes the turn.
He can also block if he wants to.
Yes. Well, kind of.
Like
the guy's got Menace, so...
Well, he can throw a Stopter and his Pia in front of it if he really wants to save the life.
If he really wants to.
I don't think that's the right play, but...
Yeah. Alright, so 5 mana... No? Just kidding. Nothing.
Sam's got some stuff in his hand.
That's a Cataclysmic Gearhulk right there.
Oh, man.
Sweet.
Alright.
Nice.
That is a Gearhulk you do not see very often.
Yeah. We just have a pile of Gearhulks, and hey, that's awesome. So Cataclysmic Gearhulk is a 4/5 for 5. Looks like that's what he played. Yep.
Alright.
So if we can pull that up on the thing, it's when it comes into play, each player chooses an artifact, creature, enchantment, and a planeswalker from among the non-land permanents they control, then sacrifice the rest. Now here, I'm guessing Richie is going to pick artifact for the Thopter, creature for the Pia, and then let the Rekindling Phoenix die and have its trigger rekindle it.
I would agree.
So that's not that ideal, but it's fine. Cataclysmic Gearhulk will be Sam's creature.
It's
a 4/5 Vigilance, which is good enough to hold the Pia back pretty well.
So that's probably what the Abrade goes to.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Glory Bringer can always just kill the Noxious Gearhulk.
That's true.
That's not a land.
No, it is not, in fact. That's a Naturalize.
That's
right? Yeah, that's a Naturalize. Okay,
yes.
Great. So
Abrade Naturalize is a pretty good play.
Wow, Abrade Naturalize will deal with Sam's board pretty effectively. On the other hand, you might think that Sam's got a Refurbish in hand, which is a little bit worrying. If you kill the Gearhulk, then it could just come back, kill a creature, and yeah. Oh, it looks like
he has 2 Refurbishes.
He has 2 Refurbishes in hand. Great. So
okay.
Yeah, if Richie thinks that he has a bunch of Refurbishes in hand, he doesn't want to kill Gearhulk because Gearhulk doesn't stop this clock, and also he doesn't want it coming back and gaining life.
This is a really good play by Richie.
I like that. I really like that line. Yeah.
That's some heads-up magic.
Clear the blocker with an Abrade and then start swinging. Because even here, even if Sam refurbishes the Cataclysmic Gearhulk, it doesn't do enough.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, Richie's got that, right? 4 or 5. Yeah, 5 in the air. He just... Okay, so Sam's going to need to come up with more than a refurbish, which are 2 of the cards in his hand.
Yeah. Naturalizes it. Interesting.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we've got a game here. We still got a game. Sam's Noxious Gearhulk dies and will almost definitely be refurbished back into play, killing... What do you think? The Pia, probably? Or the Thopter? One of those.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. Or he just scoops it up.
Right, because for...
Alright, congrats
Yeah.
to Richie.
Congratulations,
that was a
Richie.
pretty clean 2-0.
Definitely was. Yeah. The Richie's deck was able to win from a 5-card starting hand, even when Sam had a turn 4 Madcap Experiment to Noxious Gearhulk. So,
And I mean, when you're playing a deck that's win cons as artifacts, going up against a deck with naturalizes, Abrades, and Thrashing Bronodons is going to be a rough matchup.
Yes, indeed.
And a clock behind it.
All right, well, we will try to find something else. We've got 29 minutes. I'm sure we can rustle up something, but until we find something else, we will be right back. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Was that intentional?
Great.
still think probably. Thanks, you too.
Mathers yet?
Yeah, I just did. That's scary as fuck. Wow.
Also, shout out to Velafor for still being alive.
You just start recording. Velafor's still alive.
Yeah, he's the blind dude who was with me.
That makes sense. When you see what's happening with the goddamn war, you don't care about any of this. I mean, not on a interdimensional scale. Yeah, I didn't remember At least they're fixing it. I don't want it.
All right. We are back with round 2 of F&M at Paradise Games. We've got Cade Martin and
Luis Barniol Barniol here.
Barniol.
Yep. My name's Adam,
And I am Jake.
and we'll be your casters tonight. Yeah. So going into round 2 here, we've got a sweet deck.
Oh, so sweet.
Yeah.
With a great name.
Yep. So over on the left here, Cade Martin's playing a deck he calls Snakes and Ladders.
Yes.
So Snakes and Ladders has Winding Constrictor, the green-black 2/3 that most people probably know, paired up with Adonis Climb,
Yep.
which is the ladder.
And then Luis is on Grixis Control, I believe.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty sure Luis is on the Mulligan to 6.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
because Cade's already got his
Looks like
hand.
he's got a Winding Constrictor. Some other stuff.
Yeah, we'll see soon enough. So this deck, it's basically Sultai Energy +1/+1 counters type of deck, and it should be Branch Walker, Jade Light Ranger, that kind of thing,
And then Adonis Climb.
and then Adonis Climb because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that to get
And with a name like Snakes and Ladders, we couldn't resist having him on.
Are those all blue cards? That is not Grixis Control. If I saw right.
Interesting. Okay.
Is that the okay? The stream is just a little bit blurry, just enough that I can't really make out. That's a Siren Storm container. Sweet.
Okay.
So yeah, blue-black pirates, mono-blue aggro, something like that. Oh, this will be exciting. Favorable Winds, awesome. Okay,
Oh.
great. So Favorable Winds is an enchantment for 1 and a blue that says your flyers get +1/+1. And so it looks like Luis's game plan is going to be play a bunch of 1/1 flyers or cheap flying creatures, play a Favorable Winds, and then make all your guys big enough that they can swing and kill you.
Oh my god, this is incredible.
Oh, this is awesome! I'm so excited.
With
So
the unsummon.
yeah, so Luis's deck is
There's
a very
a Winding
tempo-oriented deck. Turns out snakes can't block flyers even if, for the most part they can't block it unless they're on a ladder. But I
Yeah.
suppose Adonis Climb does give flying, doesn't it?
It does give flying.
Yeah. So
Of course, it gives flying during your upkeep.
No.
No. When it flips, it gives flying.
Yeah, and you can tap it to give it flying. Okay, so a snake on a ladder will block your flying men.
Yep.
Great. I'm glad the magic has come so far.
There's the Adonis Climb. We are online. No! That's so rude.
Well, it looks like Spell Pierce is going to take care
Spell
of
Pierce
the
is a good
Adonis
card.
Yeah.
Favorable Winds is also a very spicy deck. This looks like it's going to be an awesome match.
I'm excited for this one, yeah. So it looks like we've just got Siren Storm Tamer coming in again and again. And that is
a card with glare on it.
That is I'm guessing that's the 1/2 flyer with raid, right?
I would
get a +1/+1
I would
counter.
think so.
Yeah, which is I'm blanking on the name right now, but yep, Starfleet Aerialist. Hey, got it. Okay. So yeah, we've got ourselves a 2/3 flyer for 2, not bad. And then when Favorable Winds comes down, we've got ourselves a 3/4 flyer for 2, which is actually very, very good. So it looks like a Servant of the Conduit down here for Cade Martin. More green-black energy stuff. And yeah, so
6 energy now. And then there's a Siphoner.
Glint Sleeve Siphoner. All right. 1 and a black, 2/1 comes in play. You get an energy 2 since it's since he's got the Winding Constrictor.
Doing standard Winding Constrictor things.
Yeah, this is actually pretty close to the deck that I play. I'm not spicy enough to have a Adonis Climb in my deck, but
He's also, it looks like he's got a Verger's Gearhulk in his hand.
and Blossoming Defense.
Looks like a Blossoming Defense.
I think it's Blossoming Defense.
It's like the fun mini game where you try and guess the pixelated cards.
We'll try to figure out these.
Gearhulk coming down next turn is going to be incredible.
Yes, it will. Gearhulk will be able to make Cade's board absolutely huge, which will probably be big enough to finish out the game, I would imagine. Unless Luis has,
Luis,
Essence Scatter? No,
swings
because
out
it's already...
and doesn't have anything, he might just be dead here.
That looks like a Gear Hulk with no answer, so he's putting 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature he controls because that's how Winding Constrictor works. And swing for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. If I counted correctly.
Yep. 6.
Yeah. He'll be spending, or he'll be gaining a couple energy off of that Glint Sleeve Siphoner as well.
I believe up to
8?
8 energy. I'm pretty sure.
I think he spent 2 at the beginning of the turn. So back up to 6. Yeah.
So that's
Okay,
Nebraska's
he's back to
Contempt.
6. 6
So he's got a Walking Ballista, Blossoming Defense, and Nebraska's Contempt.
That is a
That is
very
a
good hand.
Extremely good hand.
Yeah, okay. So I don't see that much that Luis will be able to do about this.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, it really does depend on what's in his hand. So Luis is saying, I don't know how I could possibly win from this point.
That's fair.
That sounds about right.
If
Unfortunately
only
for him.
Cyclonic Lift was legal. And he had 7 mana.
If only.
If only.
Evacuation would be easier there.
Yep.
Evacuation would be great here. But Cade would still be able to.
Yeah, it
back
looks like
pretty well.
he's having some issues with his land.
Yeah, 2 mana evacuation. Yeah, no, I know. 1 in a blue, bounce all creatures your opponents control. That's not too good, right? Yeah,
I mean,
there's,
River's Rebuke. River's Rebuke is a card.
Okay, yeah.
Not a card
So,
he has, but
so the line here is Miracle, like 4 Temporal Masteries off the top.
no, just Miracle Devastation Tide.
Oh yeah, Devastation
there you
Tide
go.
exists. Okay, there's our 1 in a blue bounce all null
Okay.
bounce all creature your
Anyways,
opponent's
on to
control.
sideboards.
We did it.
Alright, yeah, on to sideboard.
So, Cade's got 2 Thrashing Bronodons, 2 Deathgorge Scavengers, 3 Duress, 2 Cartouche of Ambition, 1 Scarab God, 1 Fatal Push, 1 Hour of Glory, and 3
Nice.
Negates.
Yeah, so I feel like the way Cade wins this is just by playing creatures and attacking with them and not really worrying about what's going on Luis' side very much. So I'm guessing he won't be putting in the Duress, or the Deathscourge Scavenger probably. Let's see, so if he thinks that Favorable Winds is going to be relevant enough, he might have the Thrashing Brontodon in order to deal with that. But I think the big thing that he'll put in is Cartouche of Ambition.
Yeah.
That card will win him every race that he puts it on a big creature for, at least. And I think that I'm almost positive that it's going to be coming in.
Yeah. On Luis's side, he's got 2 Aether Meltdowns, 4 Filigree Familiar, 4 Negate, 2 Pull from Tomorrow, and 3 Essence Scatter. So Essence Scatter looks fantastic here.
Yes, because everything except for Hadana's Climb and probably Fatal Push that Kate's playing. I don't even know if he's playing it, but I assume he's playing it.
Yeah.
It'll hit all those. So, okay, so it looks like Kate's playing 2 main deck Fatal Push, 1 in the side, which seem
Okay, that seems good.
yeah. So yeah, either way, Essence Scatter is probably going to be great here.
Yeah.
I don't think.
I think you just slam all 3 of those.
Negates. Yeah. Do you like Filigree Familiar here?
That's an interesting one. I don't think it really helps you.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you're chumping with Filigree Familiar against Snakes and Ladders, you're probably already losing.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think Luis's game plan has to be race, which
Yeah.
is what he looks like he's pretty set up to do anyway. Play a bunch of 1/1 flyers, pump them all up, and just swing a bunch.
Yeah. I think he leads back into the tempo game plan where he's gonna play like 2 flyers and then just Essence Scatter or counter everything that
Or unsummon.
yeah, everything that Cade tries to do.
Which
I think that's how he wins the game.
I agree. And if he has unsummon at just the right time, he'll be able to beat a Cartouche of Ambition,
Yeah.
which will really help him
That's
out
huge.
there. That is huge. All right, cool. So it looks like our players are going to be shuffling up and going into our game 2 here. Kate is up a game, but that does not mean in any way that Luis is out of the running. Yeah, and it looks like you're drawing up to their 7. Cade is
That
probably going to keep this.
looks
That
like a
looks
good hand.
phenomenal. So I tapped the Foul Orchard, the Botanical Sanctum, Blue-Green Fastland, and a
Siphoner, Winding Constrictor, and
Yeah.
Fatal Push.
That's
That
just
is
perfect.
a-
That's actually perfect.
yeah,
Luis, it looks like, on the other hand, will be going to
1
6.
6.
Yeah. So, Luis has got to hope for at least 1 favorable wins and just a bunch of dinky creatures, right?
Yeah,
Probably an unsummon and an Essence Scatter eventually.
yeah. He really can't let that Winding Constrictor resolve.
or stick around. at
Yeah,
the
or
least.
stick around. The Siphoners, you know, they're very good, but I think that they're not as scary as the Winding Constrictor.
Yes.
Ooh, lands, no creatures, down to 5.
That
Is
very unfortunate.
we are having some mulligans on
yeah, we
camera
are.
today.
I think the first game we had here was the only one where someone didn't mold a 5 so far.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's okay. We'll get all the bad luck out of the way at the start here.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back into it with full. Yeah. Yeah. So Sam mold to 5 game 1. Richie mold to 5 game 2, and then. Yeah.
And here we
But
are.
Luis going to 5 on game 2 as well. So either way, it looked like he kept.
Okay,
which is
yeah, we
good.
kept.
I kept it on top, so great. So, K Martin.
we've got
Oh,
a
never mind.
game.
That wasn't a Foul Orchard. That's a
Blossom Marsh.
Yeah.
Blue Marsh. That looks like an aerialist into a push.
Yep. Seems just about right. And
Oh no,
Cage-
that's a Warkite Marauder.
yes. Probably better.
That is very good.
And Cage is going to slam the Winding Constrictor.
Yeah, Warkite Marauder is actually fantastic against this deck.
Oh yes, it is. So it's at favorable wins, I believe.
That
Pretty sure that's favorable.
like a
wins.
favorable wins.
Yes.
Yes.
No,
No, it is a
Skyship
Plunderer.
Plunderer. Just kidding. Skyship Plunderer, as you can see on the screen, is the proliferating 2/1 for 2 flyer. But back to Cade over here. He's going to develop his board a little bit more and get in for 2.
Yeah, Plunderer does not seem like it's particularly great here. He's
I
gonna
agree.
he's gonna need something that deals with that winding. Oh wow, Kate has another Winding Constrictor in his hand.
Yeah, and a Walking Ballista.
Yeah,
So he'll be able to play a second,
is that a third Winding Constrictor? No,
maybe.
no, that is a.
What is that?
I
So it's
do not
interesting
know.
how he played. He lost out on 1 energy here, which is unfortunate.
Yep,
He could
it's the
have.
Slam Essence Scatter, I believe,
Yes.
which is definitely the right play.
But unfortunately, the second Glint Sleeve Siphoner is the one that'll get you. So, Cade's just firing on all cylinders here. He's got 2 Glint Sleeve Siphoners and a Winding Constrictor against Luis's 2/1 flyer, and that's it. Unfavorable wins. Okay.
Yep.
So there it is.
There's the favorable wins.
Just his turn. So we got a 3/2 flyer. That's not bad. Cade's taking some amount of damage.
Draws 2,
Partially off of his own Glint Sleeve Siphoners. That's
draws a bunch of lands.
Yeah, he's got a Haship Oasis there as well as a
Yes.
forest. Jade Light Ranger is
quite
going
good.
to explore twice unless it
Right
gets...
into the counterspell.
Yep.
I mean, these counterspells are good. They're
Yeah.
keeping them alive.
Lookout's Dispersal, 1 in a blue. Count unless they pay 4. If you control a pirate. But
Yes.
it's looking like most of Luis's creatures are pirates
Yeah.
anyway. So, back to Cade, he's going to be swinging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. And gaining a lot of energy. Yeah. It looks like he missed the
Energy trigger on the attacks.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. He did. He just put it. Yeah. He just didn't say anything about it.
Gotcha.
That's fine. He'll be spending the energy anyway, so it'll be going away. Yeah. Cade's. This is kind of what Green Black Constrictor wants to be doing. Is just trading off 1 for 1. That is a Curator of Mysteries that Luis was able to play this turn. 4/4 for 4. Flyer. Yep. Whenever you cycle or discard another card, scry 1, and cycling for blue.
Alright, well, I mean, 4/4 is gonna
Not hold
Not
off those 2/1 menaces
do
very
much
well.
here.
Yeah. It's really unfortunate. So
Is that a card 2?
that
No.
Cade's gonna crack his
That's
Haship
not an issue.
Oasis
Yep.
on.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Haship Oasis turns on
Wow.
Revolt, making the Fatal Push kill the.
That was
Sphinx.
that was a
Just- yeah.
disgusting draw.
That's great. Oh man, that's just absolutely ideal for Cade. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go find another match to put on because we still have 36 minutes in the round.
Yeah, that was very, very fast. We're gonna cut to music real quick in the intermission, and we'll be right back.
There it is. Damn.
That was disgusting.
What the hell?
You can really just draw every single thing.
next to him.
I'm thinking of the guy.
It's a 2-2 for 2. That much I know. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Yep, ready to go. It'll probably be a little bit. They need a sideboard.
Yeah. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, no, that's fine. You might as well start up the camera when they are ready to start the first game, so we don't need to just talk about nothing for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you Henny.
Yep, I know what that card does.
Henny's sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, basically that guy's entire deck. I'm sure there are two ones.
They already backed all 2.
They've got various effects.
Yeah, no, that's one of the decks that's like.
Yep, we're good. Alright.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
We are back with a different matchup.
We've got Patrick over here on the left with his blue-black control list.
And then we have Richie again.
Yeah, back here with his red-green monsters like you saw in the first round.
Yep. It's currently Richie is up a game. This is game 2.
Yes. So in the first game, after we finished that last one, I went over and I saw them playing, and it looked like Richie had a Rekindling Phoenix coming back turn after turn as Patrick tried to get rid of it, but he could never get more than one removal spell in a turn, and eventually he just ended up dying.
Oh, Patrick's on Grixis Energy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I did see that Patrick had a Henny Undying Partisan in his deck, which is sweet.
That's very spicy.
Yeah, as well as at least one Ravenous Chupacabra. So, that's what we know about these guys' decks, and I will be excited to see what they actually bring to the table in the first game. Yeah!
Oh,
yeah, it's
baby.
not, I told you it's
Oh.
not Grixis Energy.
Yeah, it's
You got
not Grixis.
Journey to Eternity.
That ain't Grixis energy.
Yep. So his whole thing is removing your opponent's creatures, removing your own creatures, and using Journey to Eternity.
To res cool things.
Yes. So Journey to Eternity
Alright,
is
we ride.
1 black-green aura that you enchant creature you control. When that creature dies, you return it to the battlefield under your control, and also return Journey to Eternity tapped as a land. Is it tapped? Not tapped. As a land onto your side, and it says tap add 1 of any color to your mana pool. And 3 green-black, return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And it turns out when you're returning a Ravenous Chupacabra every single turn,
It's really good.
it's really hard for the creature deck to beat that.
Yep.
Yeah. He may or may not have.
Okay, we're getting some information on how they sideboarded because we came in. They were sideboarding as we took them in.
It looks like he cut
A hostage taker.
and put in a Banewhip Punisher, the Hour of Devastation uncommon that puts -1/-1 counters on creatures and destroys creatures with -1/-1 counters.
Oh, that looks like that was a main board change.
Okay.
Um,
So still kills for
4 mana, but you can kill it after you enchant it. All right.
Interesting. Okay, that's neat. So Banewhip Punisher, 2/2 for 3. When it comes into play, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature, and black sacrifice it to destroy a creature that has a -1/-1 counter on it. You can for on turn 3 play that, put a -1/-1 on target creature, and the next turn play Journey to Eternity on it. Sacrifice it, destroying your opponent's creature, bringing back your Banewhip Punisher, putting another counter on your opponent's creature, and getting your tapped. Was it Journey to Atzcottle? I think
Yeah,
that's what it's
we
called.
saw this deck last week, so that's an update from previous week.
Nice. Yeah, no, this is sweet.
That's cool. That's cool. I like it.
I personally did not see it last week, and so I'm really excited to see it this week.
So we got lands.
Moment of Craving, I saw.
Yes.
If you're Deadlands.
That looks like a Gifted Aetherborn.
It did look like a Gifted Aetherborn.
Looks like 2 Gifted Aetherborns. Hello.
Alright, so this is looking like a mostly mono black removal deck with splashing green for Journey to Eternity.
I love my mono black decks.
Barely.
Barely Sultai.
Barely.
All right.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Richie's got his Sheltered Thicket, which I now know the name of quite well.
Yep. Armland.
And he's going to play that tapped and have a relatively slower start than what he... Does he have any 1-drops in his deck?
I don't believe
think
we
so.
saw any, and I
In
can't
Magic
really.
Spray, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, this
No
seems,
creatures,
seems like a pretty solid start for Richie.
There's a Death in Your Deadlands.
It looks like his hand is
Into
full of
the
gas, so that's
Aetherborn.
pretty good. Yeah, so the...
Looks like it'll be a Land War Elves in a couple of weeks, though.
Doesn't Dominaria also rotate out some other stuff?
That's true.
So I'm not sure if the deck's going to be the exact... No, Dominaria doesn't rotate stuff? No rotation until September. Okay, never mind me.
Things rotate in Standard when Wizards decides arbitrarily to do so. I'm along for the ride.
Yeah, we'll figure it out when it happens.
Here's a Branch Walker.
Yeah. So it looks like
Revealing
Branch
a
Walker.
Jade Light Ranger.
That is a Blossoming Defense.
Revealing a Blossoming Defense.
So that Blossoming Defense seems actually quite good against the Mono Black removal deck.
It looks pretty good against the Mono Black Removal deck.
Yeah. And I think he's going to keep it there.
Yeah. Having your Branch Walker be able to trade with the Gifted Aetherborn is pretty nice.
So it depends on what's in his hand. It looks like I saw a Haship Oasis and a Mountain, I think, in the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got a Mountain and 2 Haship Oases. So he's got lands. He's fine on that.
Yeah.
He might. Richie might be debating whether or not he's got enough threats. And so if he doesn't have enough threats, the Blossoming Defense isn't going to be good enough.
Looks like he's going.
Yeah. This is probably pretty hard decision here.
It doesn't look like he has much in his hand.
Yeah. So Blossoming Defense doesn't really add much when you don't have enough threats to use it with. So it looks like Richie's trying to figure out whether or not the next couple cards in his deck are going to be threats. Because if you know that you're drawing 3 Rekindling Phoenixes in a row, that's fine. Blossoming Defense is absolutely serviceable. But otherwise, or things that don't need Blossoming Defense. So What are other good monsters cards? J-Light Ranger? Yeah.
Glorybringer, Carnage Tyrants.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's
a lot
some
of
powerful
threats.
cards.
Yes. So this is post board, and so Richie
Definitely has a Carnage Tyrant. in his
definitely has a
deck.
Carnage Tyrant's deck, and yeah.
Really good against Soul Tie removal.
Yeah, but I mean that's blocked by Gifted Aetherborn.
It's true, but that's what just gotta have him not have it.
Okay, sure. Yeah, fair enough.
Hopefully, by the time that you're playing your Carnage Tyrants, the Aetherborns are off the field. Otherwise, something's gone horribly wrong for the monsters deck.
Yep. So it looks like
There's the
Richie's
J-Light
gonna go
Ranger.
for turn through J-Light Ranger, and that meets a
Immediate moment of craving.
yeah, which is quite good.
Yes.
So if he didn't have exactly that at that moment, then the J-Light Ranger would have turned into a 4/3, which doesn't die to Moment of Craving.
And that is
Ronus.
a Ronus.
Yep. So it looks like he immediately bins the 2/2. Isn't that what it is? I'm blanking on the name right now. Sorry. Oh, he binned him.
Yeah, he
Morpho
bringed
Punch. Never
Branch
mind.
Walker.
Yeah. And
Ronus is very good here.
Ronus seems quite good. Yes. Yeah, man, Ronus seems actually perfect. But it looks like
Ooh.
Patrick drew
Interesting.
Doomfall.
And did not cast it.
Okay, so Richie's gonna go and play this Ronus here.
And then it's gonna get Doomfalled.
Probably get Doomfalled, yeah. So here's Patrick's first non-black land. But Doomfall here is going to say, I'm guessing, target opponent
Exile.
exiles a creature he or she controls, which is going to be Ronus.
Yep.
There we go.
it is.
Yep. So
That's
that's
a cleanly removed Ronus.
That
And
is-
then it looks like he drew
yeah.
a Chupacabra off the top.
So Patrick's just going to be waiting for Richie to play cards.
Yeah. He
And
is
then-
definitely in the driver's seat.
Yep. Glorybringer here is going to be swinging for 4. Unfortunately, it will be killed by a Ravenous Chupacabra
Yep.
soon enough. As
Puts him
Patrick
down
falls
to
to
19.
19.
Patrick officially losing now that his life total is lower than Richie's.
Yes, that's how we track this. He's now losing by 2.
Yep.
He will have to pay a life off that if near dead lands in order to play the Chupacabra.
There's
but
a
that's
clock.
not that much of a
That's a 20 turn. That's an 18 turn clock.
18 turn. That's a 10 turn clock.
That's true.
Yeah, because 20 divided by 2 is in fact 10.
Yeah, but if you tap only one of the F near dead lands, then
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay, so Earthshaker Kenner is going to come in.
Get in there for 2.
Yep.
There's the 10 turn clock. 9 turn clock.
If it
It's
really
the
comes
small
down
things.
to Earthshaker Kenra swinging 10 times, then this game
Yeah.
will have gotten very interesting by then, or just not interesting at all.
Yeah.
We'll find out You'll find out later.
I don't know if the removal deck can't remove Earthshaker Kenra in 9 turns. Seems like a problem.
Yeah, that's back to the drawing board for how your deck building works. All right, so Patrick has
He's got a
a
push in hand. He's
Yeah.
got another Aetherborn. He's just loaded with answers at this point.
Unfortunately, none of Richie's threats are really the ones that you want to be spending removal cards on.
Yeah.
And that's pretty true for most cards in Richie's deck, right? Because you've
Yeah.
got the Kenras, you've got the
As Aetherborn. Aetherborn answers Kenra pretty cleanly.
yes, it does.
Yeah, throwing a Fatal Push at that Kenra is not great when he has 6 mana. Just comes back as a 4/4.
Yeah. But it looks like he won't need to because that Gifted Aether.
There's a Rekindling Phoenix. That's really good
That
for
is
him.
very good for Richie.
That's
Yeah.
one of the better cards in this matchup.
Do you think that Patrick has a good way to actually deal with that recurring Phoenix?
I don't really think. I think he just kills it twice in a turn.
Yeah. Vraska's
Oh, he has
Contempt
Vraska's
doing.
Contempt, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
So he has 2 of them in his deck probably. There's one main, one side.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, no, he's...
I would assume that he probably put that one in.
I would imagine, yes. Because it hits Glorybringer really well.
Yeah.
It hits
What
a
we've
lot
got
of
here
things.
is a Moment of Craving on the Kenra. Then he
And
untaps.
back to Patrick.
Draws a Swamp. Whoop. Alright.
That's Hour of Glory.
That is Hour of Glory.
It's going to exile. Yeah, okay, great. There's
All right.
more answers for that. Okay, so Hour of Glory is going to exile the target Rekindling Phoenix, and yeah, nothing else. That would have
Yeah.
been actually a very good answer for the
Ronus.
Ronus there, because flavor and such. Even on the artwork, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. So it looks like Patrick misplayed here and didn't save the Hour of Glory for Ronus. But
I mean, I
we'll
think
look past that
yeah.
one. Yeah, that would have been a
Flavor fail.
yeah.
That
would
is
have
a flavor
such
fail.
a good flavor win right there. But unfortunately, he missed the line. Which
Patrick is
unfortunate
our
for
residing flavor judge, so.
So is he going to
uh,
give himself a game loss there?
I
That
think-
seems harsh.
I think that's a warning.
Okay.
I think that's a warning.
Yeah. At least you're using it in the same game as the
Yeah.
as the Ronus. Okay. Either way, Patrick's got a board. Richie doesn't, and that's about how this is going to go until Richie finds more resilient threats. So he's got was that Jade Light Ranger and Struggle to Survive?
Yeah. It could just be bring back the Kenra here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just get in for 4.
Yeah.
So Earthshaker Kenra, if anyone doesn't know, eternalizes for 4 red, comes back into play as a 4/4, and when it comes into play, target creature with power 4 or less can't not block at all this turn. So it gets fatal pushed. He brings it back, gets pushed, womp womp.
Yep. That's going to be how this game goes for the most part.
I would imagine.
Just say no.
Say no to everything your opponent does while your 4 power worth of guys beat down. And
You know
this,
what card would be really good in
What?
Patrick's deck? Azer's Gateway.
I mean, if
That
this
is a
game
Liliana.
Death's Majesty.
Oof. That is very scary
It-
for Richie.
I feel like that's going to close out the game here.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Reveals a Chupacabra and an Aetherborn.
So at any point, Patrick's going to be able to minus the Liliana and get back that Chupacabra
Yep.
to kill whatever it is that Richie just played.
Unfortunately, Struggle does not hit Planeswalkers.
No, it does not. Yeah.
I think this is Jade Light Ranger Prey.
Dreadlight Ranger sees Mountain and
Branchwalker.
Branchwalker,
yeah.
So, how good is a 3/2 on this board?
It's not great.
Yeah,
I've seen better.
same. Do you think Patrick brings back the Chupacabra, kills the Branchwalker or the Ranger, and swings in for 6?
I think that's almost certainly the play.
Yeah. Looks like Richie doesn't.
He
have
could
much
also
in hand
just
either.
he could honestly just crack one of the dead lands.
Yeah, that might be better. It probably is better because
I
it
think it
also
is.
builds his board. He can plus the
Yeah.
Lily. Yeah, I'm on that line.
I think I spied a Henny.
That is a Yeheni, Undying Partisan. Sweet.
There we go.
Yeah, so Yeheni
Thank you for
2/2
pulling that up.
haste. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, it gets 1 bigger, and
Yes.
then to sacrifice another creature, giving it.
Indestructible.
Yeah, it's important in this deck because it functions as a sacrifice outlet for his Journey to Eternity.
Yes. It's also very hard to deal with.
Yeah, also that. It's also just good in this deck as a card.
Down to 1.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's anything that Richie can draw. Yeah.
Huh.
It also prevents Fumigate from gaining life.
That's true.
That's true.
Hey, Yeheni has a lot of sweet applications in
All
this
right, we're
format.
going into game 3.
Awesome. Well, I'm really glad we were able to see Patrick's deck. I
Do
mean,
its thing.
I guess its thing is just remove all your creatures and hit you with a 2/3 until you die.
Yeah.
But that's
It's efficient.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what they sideboard and bring in. We don't actually, I believe, have a list of their sideboards. But I can
don't
see.
think so.
Let's see, what can we see? That is the what's it called? The guy that explores, exiles cards from graveyards to explore. It's the tracker guy, right?
Yeah.
It's a 1/1 for black that says Deadeye Tracker. Great.
Also,
1/1 for black.
Paradise's FNMs always have a prize pack round, and it's always the penultimate round. So these guys are fighting not only for top 4, but they will also get a pack for winning this match.
Yeah. So they're definitely in it to win it here. And that's in addition to the normal 100% prize payout that Paradise Games does. So that's, playing at Paradise Games is actually fantastic. You get more than, your 8 or 10 or however many people's worth of tournament entries.
Yep.
And
you get to be on stream.
Yeah.
Show off your spicy decks.
Yeah, and have us pick apart your plays.
Yep.
As well as compliment you for the sweet flavor things you're able to do.
Yes.
So Paradise Games also has a couple other things. At 20 players, they add an additional prize pack round. And as the events get bigger and bigger, the EV for each player will increase as more and more prize pack rounds, more and more prizes go on the line. So, yeah, the more people we get, the bigger these are going to be, and the better they're going to be for everyone involved.
Yep.
So, we're I'm really glad that Paradise Games is doing well. A lot of events. We've got our stream. Soon enough, we'll be able to. I'm going to be subscribing to their Twitch channel as well. And
Yes.
yeah. Soon TM. So in the sideboarding, I think the Deadeye Tracker is very important here because it'll be able to actually exile the Phoenix,
Yes.
which will let Patrick deal with the Phoenix with one card and then get rid of it before it comes back.
Yeah. And I think Phoenix and Carnage Tyrant are how Richie wins this game.
Probably, yeah.
And shout out to Wanda Merrifield.
That's Patrick's mom watching the stream. So, hey, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Thanks for everyone else for watching as well. And yeah, we're excited to bring you this coverage. I'm having a great time watching Standard. I just got back into playing Standard as well, and we're it's a sweet format right now.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I was surprised when I started watching it how deep it goes, and I'm excited. I'm putting together a cool deck. Hopefully it'll be ready to go in the next week or two.
Yeah. So what deck is that?
It is very similar actually to Patrick's deck, but it uses the win con. It was inspired by Saffron Olive's Azur's Gateway Torment of Hellfire deck.
Sounds interesting.
Yes, but I put a little bit of white into it to give it more consistency, so it plays a Fumigate, Settle the Wreckages, and then Gideon of the Trials.
As well as just a bunch of removal. Right?
Yeah, it's removal, Gifted Aetherborns, some Cancel Freebooters, and then you got the Azur's Gateway to give you card draw, and then Torment of Hailfire, because nothing says I win the game like Torment of Hailfiring someone for 26.
Yeah, that'll do it. Excellent. Yeah, so just as we were talking about Patrick's mom right there, Richie's dad walked in, who's also playing in the tournament. So we've got a whole family presence going on here, and everyone's cheering on their family.
Post hashtag Team Richie or hashtag Team Patrick in the chat.
And
your votes decide who wins.
So it looks like we're going to be keeping here. Richie plays his Shelter Thicket to start.
We've got a Moment of Craving, a Fatal Push, some other stuff. But that's like the first two cards that Richie plays gets killed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exciting times.
Unless his first two cards are Glorybringers.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
They do nothing for 5 turns. Slam Glorybringers into the opponent's face. Actually, it sounds pretty good.
I mean,
never mind.
If you just got 4 Glorybringers and 5 lands,
Yeah.
that could be a lot worse. Alright, so Patrick over here goes Evolving Wilds into Swamp. That's Evolving Wilds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Evolving Wilds into Swamp, play a Drowned Catacomb, and probably nothing. Yeah. So,
Cycles the Armland.
what's his arm doing? Like, sticking up?
It's like
or-
reaching out. He's like climbing up out of the sands.
I see, okay.
He's got a Jade Light Ranger into Moment of Craving.
In
Deja
response
Vu
to
all
the
over again.
Explore Triggers, yeah.
Man, this Jade Light Ranger just getting mowed down. That is good. That's
Yes.
a good card to have on top.
So Richie will be playing that Rekindling Phoenix next turn, and Patrick's gonna know
Looks
that
like he's got
neither.
a bunch of lands and not much else.
Is that
in his
Glorybringer
hand.
on top? I
It
think?
looks like it's a Glorybringer. It
Yeah,
is
it's
a
a
Glorybringer.
Glorybringer.
So he's got
Okay.
lands and Glorybringer, and then a Phoenix on top.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's definitely fine.
Yeah, Hash Up Oasis, a bunch of lands. You weren't
Yeah.
kidding. Okay, cool.
He's pretty flooded right now.
Yeah, I really like
That
Richie's
Oasis
choices.
is more like a lake.
Forests and what? Wow, that's
And
great.
here we see Fatal Push into Moment of Craving or something similar.
Maybe.
Or he just lets it live.
Yeah.
It's fine. He's at 22.
I guess.
He can kind of kill it at his leisure at this point.
I feel like one of his better ways to do it, other than I think I saw an Hour of Glory in his hand.
Okay.
In Patrick's hand. So that might be how he gets rid of this. He can also just Fatal Push now. There we go.
Yep.
Then untap and play like a Chupacabra or something to kill
I think
the
that's
token.
what he's going to be doing.
Speaking of, do you know if Rekindling Phoenix's token is a May to sacrifice or not?
That is a good question.
Because if the
Sacrifice this creature.
Sacrifice
It's
it.
not a May.
That's a shame. You can't, get the Phoenix exiled and then just keep a 0/1.
Lost Legacy.
Lost Legacy is wow.
That is really good here.
A+.
He just took out all of the...
So Lost Legacy, 1 black, search your name a non-artifact, non-land card, search your opponent's everything for those cards and get rid of them. He's naming
He's
Rekindling
naming Phoenix.
right?
What a great way to remove Phoenix.
Seriously.
Lost Legacy, best removal spell.
And he also gets to look at Richie's hand here, know what's coming.
So he's got Chandras in his decks.
There's a Phoenix.
There's one Phoenix. There's
Two
two
Phoenix.
Phoenixes. There's one more somewhere.
He's got 4 Phoenixes.
There it is.
There it is. Alright. And then he's gonna finish looking through
What's
what Richie's got. Yeah, that seems quite solid here.
I don't know why this came to mind. Sandworm Convergence.
Yeah.
Good in Richie's deck, or great in Richie's deck,
I'll go.
or awful in
I'll
Richie's
go
deck.
with Great in Richie's deck against the decks that do absolutely nothing.
Because if Richie gets to 8 mana, Patrick never beats a Sandworm Convergence.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, maybe he does some Journey, sacrifice their Chupacabra every turn.
Richie,
So Richie
Yeah.
says, "Do you like my sideboard tech?" Just kidding. It's main board. Talking about the Phoenixes, and then he made sure to ask Patrick whether or not the Phoenixes go to his hand after they all get pulled out of his deck. How would that card be? 1 black, tutor up 4 Phoenixes for your opponent.
it would be pretty good.
Yeah, I'd play it.
It's like
Or-
a D-tutor, but better for your opponent.
Yeah,
It's like Group Hug, but in a competitive single elimination tournament.
that's where you want to be,
Yeah,
right?
that's where you want to be. This tournament is not single elimination, making that card incredible.
There
Like
you go.
Sandworm Convergence, I found the tech.
Yeah, you now understand how Standard
Interesting.
works.
If there's no card named Rekindling Phoenix in his yard, that token just stays. So,
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, because the trigger goes on the stack, sees no targets, and counters itself.
fizzles. Alright,
Nice.
well, he got a 0/1. That's some upside.
So yeah, you got your 0/1 blocker forever. Great.
Forever. Until...
Well, I mean, if you're never blocking with it, it's forever.
Also,
And
Patrick's got his Journey to Eternity, so
it also blocks 0 power creatures forever.
that's true.
Yeah,
That Spellsky is never getting through.
ever.
Also, if your opponent plays Spellsky in Standard, call a judge. They're there to help.
Oh man, does Spells Guide actually have a masterpiece?
I don't believe it does.
I don't think it does either. Yeah,
wait.
Because if you had a masterpiece, Spells Guide, that was in Kaladesh, right? That's how
Yeah.
that works. Yeah. All right. So, what's better
More
than
Glory.
Glorybringer?
2 Glory Bringers.
There you go.
Hitch is the Glory Bringer.
No, that's a braid, right?
No, that's a Glory Bringer.
No, look at the different arts. That's the full
Oh,
art
you're
braid.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, they look very similar. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more sense.
Red fire things going places,
Yep.
that kind of stuff.
Our
But
braid's not exactly the greatest against Patrick.
it's
It's
fine.
fine, but it's not the best.
You kill most things.
Yeah, but on an empty board,
Yes, on an empty board, it's not great. Oh, you know what's bad against this board?
Doomfall. Phoenix token coming through.
That's awesome. Oh wow, this Phoenix token is going.
Doomfall. More like bad fall.
Right.
Found the tech.
Yeah, get your Phoenix's Lost Legacy.
I hope that this Phoenix egg wins the game for Richie.
Richie keeps bringing up the Phoenix token trigger.
God bless that man. Committing to that meme.
Hey, it's important.
Yeah. You can't miss triggers. That's a warning.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just good gameplay. It's just being polite.
So it looks like Richie's going to fire off the Taship Oasis at something, maybe, probably, or not. On the egg?
Probably on the
get
egg.
in with the egg?
Oh my god, the egg has to kill Patrick. That's just...
Doesn't have Defender, does it? Or anything like that?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It's just an egg.
Yeah, great. Yeah, you can kill people with eggs.
You can here. Yeah, that's a 3/4 if he wants it to be.
That's a pretty big egg.
That's a big egg.
Better than a rock egg.
It's like the inverse of Rekindling Phoenix.
Neat. Yeah, so it looks like Patrick is stuck on lands and doesn't have any green sources.
Yeah,
He has
Journey to Eternity, but he doesn't have any green.
He has one or
That's rough.
two of those in his hand.
I think I saw two. It might just be one. We'll find out soon enough.
Blank cards are bad to have in your hand.
Yeah, funny how that works. Then this is one of the problems with the Journey to Eternity deck. If you don't have a board state, you don't have creatures to put it on, which means they're pretty useless. And if you're falling behind, then you're not going to be able to build a board state, play the journey, and then get the value from doing all of that without just dying.
Yeah, and he only plays 2 journeys, so
Yeah,
he drew both of them, I believe.
which is not ideal. Yeah, so it looks like Patrick's going to go down to 4. Draw the Scarab God.
That is not what you needed.
Yeah, this Doomfall.
Yeah, the Doom
Journey, Doomfall, Chupacabra,
Grasp with
Uncastable,
Contempt.
and Hour of Glory. Yeah,
Wow,
he just couldn't play a single
he
card.
just couldn't play a card. Wow, congratulations to Richie.
Yeah,
That was a close set.
taking that right there. Okay, so yeah, that egg actually
That egg was
had a
huge.
significant impact on the game because Doomfall was dead. I love it.
Rekindling Phoenix. Good even when it's exiled.
Turns out, yeah, the card's very good. Patrick, lost every game that he lost to it, right? Either way, thank you guys for watching. We're going to be figuring out the next match as soon as we possibly can. And Richie will be getting his prize pack for winning this round.
Yep.
So
We'll be right back.
Egg Tribal.
snaps. I want reverse Snapcaster, dude. I want to play reverse Snapcaster.
What, Direfleet?
Yeah,
It's good.
I
It's
know.
played.
I know. I want to play reverse Snap.
Okay, then play red deck.
Oh, I don't want to play red deck.
Sucks.
I'm probably gonna buy like the blue right approach deck.
Yeah?
Deck is so good.
Then do it.
Well, I mean, it comes out in April. Like the standard thing.
Are we sure that Dominaria doesn't kick things out? I swear it does.
If it does, it would be kicking out Kaladesh stuff.
I want Kaladesh stuff to be kicked out.
Yeah. Oh god, Xander will be so different once Kaladesh rotates.
Yeah. Man,
Losing push is huge.
it is.
And then I mean all the energy shit.
Yeah, I mean that's just multiple decks.
Yeah.
So what's in? So what is that? That's Ixalan and
Amonkhet and
Amonkhet.
Dominaria.
Amonkhet and Dominaria. Okay. What?
Why is it not rotating? I don't like.
Whatever. It's
God damn it,
fine.
Wizards.
I believe that you're right, Brad. It's just like, fuck. Standard rotation is so Okay. That's
Will not be excellent Dominaria or in
because Q4 is the Winter set, the fall set.
So it won't be excellent Dominaria core, whatever the next.
It might be.
I think it might be that.
But Sanders usually do blocks the standard, so it makes sense. I just want to play Jared. Doesn't even seem that good. Oh, I don't care. He's like the most powerful mage. He's like one of the most powerful.
Yeah, already.
Oh, 5-color good stuff? Oh,
With Joda?
Oh, that's
Okay.
sweet. Okay.
Alright, and we are back with round 3 of F&M at Paradise. My name is Jake.
And I'm Adam. And yeah, we're going to be finishing out round 3 here for you.
Brian
And,
Falconer versus Randy Cage.
Yes.
Will the father follow the son's legacy?
Yeah, so this is Richie's dad, in case no one got that.
Yes.
So I'm not sure which decks exactly these guys are on. So we've got Green White Tokens
Cool.
by Randy. Okay, sweet. And probably something standard legal by Brian.
Hopefully something standard legal.
Yeah. For round 3 here. And both of these guys are, well, Randy is 2-1 and is 2-0 and Brian's 1 and 1-1. He is, counting. So that is that's here's where we go.
Right.
So we got Grixis Control versus Green White Tokens.
Okay, that sounds like it's good for Grixis control.
I would imagine. It depends on exactly which board sweepers and how many he has.
Exactly.
I'm going to
Although
trust
if
him that
Green White
he has-
Tokens is running Castaway,
Yes, it is.
ooh, that's
pretty
really
sure it
good
is.
against Grixis control.
It is. Yeah. So we'll see how this goes after our players decide who goes first and hopefully keep 7s because man have we had bad luck here with our mulligans.
Yeah, it's been pretty tragic.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7, and here we go. What do we got?
We've got Sun Petal Grove,
Scattered Groves,
Land.
land,
We got
land,
4
land,
lands.
land.
and then we got. Is that a Nicol Bolas? It's not a Nicol Bolas. Might be a Nicol Bolas. It's like the last card in his hand. I cannot tell.
As an Aether Hub and Essence Scatter near the back,
Okay.
and then a gold card at the end. So we've got a bunch of lands for both players.
Yeah.
Interesting. Who do you think that favors?
I think that favors the control deck. I
I'm
think
inclined to believe you in
tokens.
that.
I think tokens wins by getting under.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 lands does not make you go under, usually.
Usually. So we've got a Branch Walker here, which is going to explore and reveal...
A card?
What is that card? I don't actually know what that card is. I can't tell.
What that card is.
Yeah. Excellent. Well,
Fantastic.
yeah. So it is a magic card that is going to stay on top.
Okay, probably means it's good.
It's white. That is a
Servo
Servo
Expedition.
Expedition. Okay, yeah.
That seems good.
I just
that
didn't
seems
recognize
like
the art.
it's core to his deck.
Yeah. Funny how that works.
Oh, it's a Search for Escanta.
Okay, great. That is a very good
That
card
is
here.
really good card here.
Yeah. So Brian's able to play a Search for Escanta off his
And it
pools
does not-
into
Does not look like
Canal.
you'll have mana problems.
Yeah, I don't think either of these players are going to have mana problems.
So probably just slam Servo Expedition. I don't actually know what else is in his hand.
Yeah, probably play a tapped land and then do that. Or he could save those tapped lands for cycling later, because he probably doesn't need this many.
Yeah.
Either way, we got 3 by the Branch Walker and Servo Exhibition. Yep. Cool. Yeah, it's the F&M promo, correct? I think. So it's got the little thing in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I didn't recognize it.
That's why I did not recognize it.
Alright, so Search for Escanta is going to trigger. Or he already did
Not
yeah,
going to trigger.
No, I think he did the thing. He looked at it and
He,
put it
he
back.
looked quick.
Yeah,
Okay.
while we were talking about F&M promos. Yeah. So he will keep that one on top, draw it, and gain a little bit of energy. Looks like that's all he's doing for his turn. So he might be holding
Yeah.
up an instant or something.
He's
or
got an
just
Essence
not.
Scatter in his hand, I believe.
Yeah, he does have his Essence Scatter. I don't think that hits all that much.
I don't believe it does.
Yeah. And, I mean, if nothing else, Randy does have 5 power on board he can just start getting in with.
What does Green White Tokens play?
We will find out soon enough.
Thinking Angel Inventions. Angel Invention seems like it's a very good card in his deck.
I would imagine. And that's
Tetris Monument.
That's SRAM's expertise.
I was gonna
Sweet.
say SRAM's expertise.
So Strom's expertise makes 3 1/1s and then lets you play a 3-drop. That's neat.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Yeah, I mean, tokens.
Yeah, it's tokens doing token things.
And what 3-drop will he cast? Please be O'Catcher's Monument. That would be sweet. I love O'Catcher's Monument here. Yeah.
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 Doesn't look like he has that much that's going to be particularly impactful right here.
Yeah, he might just decline to
I
play
think
a
he
3-drop.
declined to play one.
Yeah.
He has an Aftermath card in his hand. I was unable to.
Oh,
catch
that's
what it is.
that's the green target creature gets +X/+X for X number of creatures you control.
Yeah.
And flashback or aftermath for, I believe it's your creatures get vigilance and tap 2 creatures. Yeah, that
Yep.
one. Appeal to authority. Tap 2 creature target player controls. Your creature get vigilance.
Yep.
So yeah, the appeal to authority is really good at just killing people from absolutely nowhere when you have a decent number of creatures
it
on
is.
board.
So Essence Scatter looks like it's going to be pretty dead here.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
What else does he have?
That
I
would
still
be
don't know what
small.
that gold card is.
Yeah, that would.
Let's try.
That might just be an Aether Hub.
I think it is an Aether Hub.
Okay.
So that's less good. That looks like a Vraska's Contempt. Okay.
That is Vraska's Contempt.
Contempt is also pretty bad here. I guess you contempt the card that he buffs with Could he Scarab God? Scarab God is pretty decent.
It could be Scarab. I mean, it's fine.
Chevette Dunes.
Either way, it looks like Rand's going to be activating his Chevette Dunes, giving his creatures +1/+1 till end of turn.
It's very scary.
In for 10.
Yep. I believe 8. I think that there's 8 there. I think there's 4 there.
Are there? Because he made 2 and then he
1,
made
2,
3.
3. I count
Yeah,
4.
no, never mind. Yeah, you're right. Fatal Push took care of one of them, and I just missed
Someone
it.
took care of a Branch Walker.
Yep.
Interesting.
A braid.
A braid.
got
Yeah,
the-
we missed the braid.
Yep. Alright, cool. So it looks like that Iskanta is going to find him enough mana to play
There's
the
the Scarab God.
Great. I don't think Randy's very worried about this. Because doesn't he have... Let's see, so 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Appeal to Authority almost just wins the game here. He needs
Yeah.
one more creature or one more pump spell in some way to win the game here.
See, we got Appeal Authority and Sky
Sky
Sovereign.
Sovereign. Okay.
I think Appeal to Authority is better here.
Rawr.
He can cast both sides, so I think he just does that and gets in.
Yeah, put him to 1.
Yeah. I mean,
Seems
put him to
decent.
1 and then kill him at his leisure seems great.
Yeah.
Like, Brian needs a Sweltering Suns or bust at this point.
Or Golden Demise. That card
Yeah, or Golden
might
Demise. Yeah.
be played. We can actually know. Or honestly,
Hour of Devastation.
Hour of Devastation
It's-
as well is quite good.
I've seen as a 1 or 2 of in main.
Basically,
Mostly 1 of.
any sweeper is pretty good here.
Yeah, as it turns out, or life gain, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure how much life gain Grixis.
Moment of Craving could be decent.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, right now he's tapped out, so there's not much he can really do.
yeah, but if Randy doesn't really go for it here, then next turn, if Brian holds up mana, he can moment of craving one.
It's true.
Whatever he targets with the appeal, but we will see in a moment where we're at. Randy's just taking a little bit of time to figure out what his line is going to be. I am not a big fan of playing Sky Sovereign.
I do not like it either.
Yeah. Although it does set up almost definitely absolutely lethal next turn. So
I think
that's
you.
something.
Yeah, I think that if the control deck's tapped out, I think you crack off the Appeal to Authority.
Sure. Although, I mean,
Like-
yeah, I guess, so as a scatter and negate are both in the format, right?
Yes.
Which means you kind of got to figure out which your opponents are going to be on and play around. Yeah, Brian also has Disallow.
Oh, okay.
He has it in hand.
That's rough.
Yeah, so Randy has a couple different ways he can take this, and with Brian being tapped out, whatever line he takes is probably going to work. It doesn't look like he has actual lethal this turn.
He does not, but I really like putting the control deck to 1
Yes.
with 5 tokens.
4 tokens.
4 tokens. There's not much he can really do about that.
Yep.
And playing one big creature means that all of his targeted removal suddenly becomes online. Because like you don't really want to Vraska's Contempt a 1/1. You're much more comfortable Vraska's Contempting a 6/5.
It's true.
Looks like he's going for the Appeal to Authority. Yep.
Yep, okay. So Appeal to Authority, make his guy +4/+4.
So if I'm Brian, I'm probably almost certainly chumping with the Scarab God. Instead of going to 1, Scarab God just comes back to your
Well,
hand.
no, Scarecrow gets tapped.
Right, because of Authority.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. And
Man, that card's pretty good.
Randy's creatures do gain Vigilance until end of turn, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so they don't actually tap. Putting Brian to 1, and nothing you can do about it. Alright, so Brian here really is just...
He gets 2 chances to find a sweeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hoboy moment.
Definitely is.
Alright, here's the Escanta.
Alright, this Kanta is going to find...
Is that Sweltering Suns? I don't think it is.
I don't think
Wait,
Was that a Sweltering?
if he kept it on top, then I feel like it's a Sweltering Suns.
Yeah, he's still thinking about it.
Okay. It's probably not a Sweltering Suns if he's thinking about it.
Yeah, otherwise he would just be... Yeah. Could be a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. but
No. It looked like it was red.
Okay. Well, we'll see in just a moment.
Yeah. At worst, Vraska's Contempt does keep him alive. That is a... What is that?
Harness Lightning.
That is a Harness Lightning.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
I can see how that's a choice.
Yeah, that's not the greatest.
That's not.
here.
I mean, he doesn't have. Is he dead on board?
Oh, does he have a flip? Yeah, he does have a flip Escanta in his hand. So he has a second Escanta.
Yeah, which is dead here. Yeah, I think he's just. I think he's just dead if Randy
Um,
swings, right?
No, he
Well,
blocks. He has a Vraska's Contempt.
Blocks one, Vraska's Contempts
Goes to
another.
3. Yep. No, he's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he goes
Takes
to
2.
1.
Back down to 1. Okay. Vraska's Contempt 1. It goes away.
3.
The other one gets blocked. He goes up to 3, then takes 2 damage down to 1, and we're back at basically... Yeah.
Yeah, that's feels
Vraska's,
pretty bad.
Vraska's Contempt is hitting 1/3 of his opponent's 4-drop. So in terms of mana efficiency, he's at
There's the Sky Sovereign.
yeah.
He says deal with it. Which he honestly can with the disallow. If Randy just taps his guys to turn on Sky Sovereign and he disallows it, that's a time walk.
He also can't because Sky Sovereign has crew 3 and those are both 1/1s. But
Right, he only has 2 left. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I don't think either of those are.
Shafet Dunes, either of those lands, which would be equally bad anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brian.
I mean, Brian still needs to do something or he's dead.
Yes. But he might end up having the tools to do something.
You bend that land.
That was a Vraska's Contempt.
Oh, was it a Vraska's Contempt?
Looked like.
Oh, it was an island. That's a pretty good card here.
Yeah, as it turns out.
What did Randy just draw?
Is that under Storm's expertise?
It looks like another Shram's expertise.
Okay, cool. Well, that's a
extremely good.
card. What do you think? Storm's expertise, play another thing, hopefully, and then boot up the Sky Sovereign with your new 3 guys?
I think so. What's this? 3, 4. Yep, there's the Shram's.
Storm's expertise, make 3 dudes, and that seems like Brian's either going to have
Disallow.
a negate or a disallow for this. But then if he's got a negate or a disallow for this, then the 2 1/1s get in, and then he's just dead.
Exactly. I think you have to let this resolve.
I mean, right, he might just be dead in like 3 different ways and have only one answer for one thing.
I think the way he wins this game is by stalling long enough to hopefully draw a board wipe.
No, you're right. This resolves.
Mm-hmm.
He animates the Sky Sovereign, goes to combat, and Brian's able to
Contempt it.
Contempt it, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
And then he's at 2 instead of 1, which is... Here's a Contempt.
that will exile the Sky Sovereign.
Yep.
Not put it in the yard. We'll get that fixed.
Yeah, we'll get that fixed.
Possible. And otherwise, sure. Otherwise, we are.
Yeah, if we can get the Sky Sovereign into the exile zone instead of the graveyard.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool. And otherwise, we've just got Brian trying to survive. He needs to either get 2 blockers or another Vraska's Contempt, something like that.
Yep.
What do you think? Do you flip your Iscanta here?
I don't think... Interesting. I think that just depends on what's on top. That is Dragon Skull Summit. That goes straight to the graveyard.
Unless he has some special plan based on what's in his hand. I don't think he does.
I think his hand is Disallow, Search for Scanta, and I think another Disallow?
That's a scatter.
That's the Scatter. Okay.
Yeah, so no.
Yeah.
But he is flipping this. Okay. Wonder how many Fatal Pushes he's got in his deck.
I would imagine 4.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't see...
I don't
see a way out.
Yeah. Well, he'd been the Dragon Skull Summit, and that's all he can really do here. He does get to draw.
Another Dragon Skull Summit.
Oh
Oh no, it's not Dragon Skull Summit. It's a another red-black land. That's a Dragon Skull Summit. It's just different art. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that seems like Randy's got this, I would imagine. I know I've now said that like 3 times.
As long as he swings with all of his creatures, you could always just play afraid and
just
Brian's in.
Just don't swing for the rest of the game.
You could F4 through his turn, through his combat step.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
What do we got? We got a cycle here. Is that a Thopter Arrest? Oh no. I think Brian's just not counting him out yet. Because I've now said that 3 times.
There it is. That's not true. He can fine. Okay,
Can he?
Yeah.
What
can he find off a
possibly-
Searcher's Scanto? Moment of Craving doesn't do it.
He's scooping it
Yeah,
up.
okay.
Yeah, Moment of Craving doesn't do it, especially because he only has 2 mana after the search.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to be going to sideboards here, and Randy takes game 1 with
Yep.
3 white tokens.
I'm interested to see what their sideboards are.
Yeah, seriously. Do you think Randy might have some Jade Light Rangers, stuff like that, like just creatures that are good, or do you think he's going to be going
Potentially.
more heavily on the spells that are good, like Naturalize? That kind of thing?
I think the spells route's probably the better way to go against the deck that is essentially created solely to kill creatures.
Yeah, for the most part. I don't know. It really depends on like how this match ends up going. It's probably going to depend on whether or not Brian has a bunch of negates in his board. If he's just banking on Essence Scatter being good enough, that won't in fact be good.
Looks like he's taking out Nicol Bolas's.
Ooh, those are Hour of Devastation.
Yeah, those Hour of Devastations coming right in. Taking out the Essence Scatters as well. Putting in, looks like,
Couple of braids.
yeah, a couple of Braids, a couple of Hour of Devastations.
Okay.
Seems good.
That seems quite good. Yeah.
No Sweltering? He probably already has a Sweltering Sun's main.
Or he just doesn't play it.
Yep.
That's done. People do that.
Yeah, we'll try and get the sideboard list up in a moment if we can.
Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna have him this round, but that's okay if we don't. Randy's deck over here, I'm not sure what he's boarding in, but I'm sure he's got a plan for this. Grixis Energy is one of the biggest decks in the format, and so most people probably have at least an idea of what they're gonna do against it.
Yeah. Is that Grixis Energy? It looked more like a Grixis Control list.
I mean,
It looked like it
yeah.
was running Glint Sleeves and Harness Lightnings because they're good.
Yeah, I mean,
More
it's,
so than it was.
it's still a Grixis deck that
It's
uses
true.
energy
It's
as
true.
as a mechanic. Yeah, I'll go with Grixis Control. That's fine.
The God Pharaoh seems like an interesting thing to have, and that's a signal that it's not your average Grixis Energy Jack.
That makes sense. And I'm earlier in the day,
While our feature match ended and we were trying to find a new one to put on stream, I walked out there and I saw Brian playing against Steven, and they both had Nicol Bolas's. Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah. So in game 1, Randy took the first game. He had about 4 turns of Brian being at 1 and trying to stabilize and just unable to.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We got these now.
boards.
Okay, so
So the negates seem good,
yes, 4 negates.
and then the 2 Hour of Devastation has also come in.
And maybe a Man with Spray, maybe a Braid. Yeah, it looks like Brian just has an assortment of removal. So he'll be sideboarding into whatever he thinks the best combination of removal is going to be. That's good.
I love the Carnage Tyrants here.
For Randy?
Yeah. Baffling Ends are also good. Cast Out's
Is it?
also good. Well, Baffling End hits Scarab God.
No, it doesn't. Baffling End has to hit a creature with CMC 3 or
That
less.
seems to do less.
Yeah.
Cast Out seems good.
Cast Out seems good. Yeah, that's the one that does that.
Thrashing-
Asking Archer, Thrashing Brontodon,
Yeah,
Baffling
those-
End, Solemnity, probably not necessary.
Yeah, I don't think that those are where you want to be.
Yeah, but 1 Excellent Binding, 1 Cast Out, 2 Tarnished Tyrant. That seems like a pretty good place
Yeah.
to be. Cool. So, are these starting hands? I believe these
Looks
are
like
starting
that's a
hands.
Sky Sovereign.
Yep.
Interesting. No, I can see keeping Sky Sovereign. It's a 6/5 flyer.
I like it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a threat that doesn't get removed by Fatal Push.
Yep.
Yeah. Or by Hour of
Yeah.
Devastation.
No, it dodges most of the removal. The only thing it really gets hit by is Vraska's Contempt, I believe,
Yeah.
and a Braid. Looks like we got some disallows, 2 disallows and lands, and then
A couple lands, yeah.
looks like both of them kept 7s. That's nice.
Is that a sensor? I'm pretty sure it's a sensor right in the middle. of
Looks like a
Brian's
sensor.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, just a bunch of permission that Brian has and a couple threats that Randy has.
Yep.
This would be good.
Let's see what else is in Randy's hands aside from the Sky Sovereign.
Is that Bristling Hydra? I don't think it's a Bristling Hydra.
I don't think it's a
That
Bristling
wouldn't make
Hydra.
sense.
That doesn't really seem like it's his game
Oh,
plan.
I saw Hash of Blazes.
Yeah, it's a Hash of.
Yeah, okay. So we've also got Aethersphere Harvester and here's a Sun Petal Grove off that plains. And
That's
he's pulling up to the
a-
front of his hand a server expedition.
All right. Well, this should get censored.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
That's
pretty.
pretty good
That's a
censor.
pretty easy censor.
Yeah, it is. So Aether Hub here is going to give Brian 1 energy.
Yep. And then you just hold up the disallow.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Brian is in a much better state than he was last game.
Yes, he is. Turns out server expedition is not a thing you want resolving against you. Yeah, it looks like Brian's going to be able to get enough ahead of Randy here. Because this
And disallow.
Harvester is going to be disallowed.
Just say no.
Sorry, not disallowed. It'll get Supreme Willed. That's
Supreme
even
Will.
better.
Okay,
Counter
there you go.
A3 or
There's an.
Impulse. Yeah. How do you like Supreme Will?
Oh, I love this card.
That's good.
Card is fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't get to play with it as much as I would like.
Same.
I think it deserves a spot in the cubes.
It does. It's in the Legacy Cube.
Is it in the Legacy cube?
Yeah, it is.
Huh. It's a good card. We should pick it.
Yeah, probably should.
Pick it more.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. And we got an unstable island. That's sweet.
That is pretty sweet.
He also has disallows. He just happened to also have the Supreme Will. Yeah, his hand is nothing but counter spells, and that is Scarab God.
Yep,
I
that's
think there's an
just-
hour of devastation in his hand as
I
well.
believe so. So no matter how bad it gets after the Scarab Rod, he'll still probably be able to just wipe the board in with the Scarab Rod.
Yeah.
Is God non-God or non-planeswalker? No, it deals 5 damage to all. Isn't non-God creatures gain all creatures?
Each non-bolus planeswalker.
No, each non-bolus. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So it still wipes still Scarab Rod.
Yeah, which is fine. Just
Oh,
bounces to his
it
hand.
doesn't.
That's kind of the emergency reset button.
It is, yeah. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm not sure how much Randy can actually hope to do based on what we've seen out of Brian's hand.
Yeah, this is a bad spot for Randy.
Yeah. That is... What is that?
It's a Dorn Pouncer.
Okay, yeah, sure. So we've got a Dorn Pouncer and 2 1/1s. Unfortunately, they don't line up that well against
Yeah.
Scarab God itself.
Dorn Pouncer is going to be great when Scarab God reanimates it.
Yeah, it really will. So if the Adorn Pouncer ever dies, Brian will just be able to take it back as a 4/4 double strike, and that's
Pretty good.
That's
a
pretty
claw.
good. Yeah.
Why play good cards when you can play your opponents?
Scarab God is just when
It is
it's
such a good card.
when it's not too slow, it'll just win the game.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good. It just sucks everything into its own strategy. It looks like
Tyrant in Randy's hand. That is a good card here.
looks like we have Sky Sovereign and Carnage Tyrant.
Yeah.
Which are both very good cards in this matchup.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't have 60 mana yet, but if he gets there, he'll be able to play Carnage Tyrant.
There's really nothing Brian can do about Carnage Tyrant.
Make his sack creature with Doomfall, if he has Doomfall. I
don't think he's playing Doomfalls. And against tokens, Doomfall seems like the first thing that you would remove.
Yeah, it's fair. You never know. Alright, so
sitting
these
on 5
5
lands,
are going
though.
to go into Sky
There's the Sky Sovereign.
which is going to hit Brian for 3, I believe, right? Yeah.
Okay, there's the disallow.
Will not hit Brian for 3.
It will not. Yeah, so he chose to go to Sky Sovereign instead of bringing back his cat. What do you think about that?
I don't like that very much because he can never do it, right? Yeah. Brian didn't take it right here, but if
But now
let's see.
he just can whenever.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so for Embalm, exiling is part of the cost. For Eternalize, yeah, for it's also true for Eternalize, yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so
exiling
he
out of the
just
yard
did
is part
that.
of the cost, which means Brian's not going to have a chance to.
Yep, he gets his cat.
Yeah, he gets his cat. Okay, great.
I think he's trying to steal.
Yeah, I think
now.
Brian was thinking, it's an activate ability in the yard, so he'll activate the ability and
Yep.
then he'll exile and get a
Unfortunately.
cat. That's just not how that works. I was thinking that, yeah, so our players are going to be figuring that out real quick, and we'll just, make 100% sure that's right. I'm almost positive that's right, so.
Yep, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian does not get the cat.
Yep. So, yeah, no more. Yeah, no, I agree with that ruling based on how I read it as well. So, we have a 4/4 double strike. How's a 4/4 double strike look on this board?
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
This might be an Hour of Devastation turn.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think Hour of Devastation really gets better than this.
Really?
With how
I
many cards
suppose
is-
it doesn't, yeah.
Okay.
Does he not have Hours of Devastation in his hand?
I thought he did, but
Guess not.
I guess it was a Gear Hulk
Yeah,
instead.
Gear Hulk.
Oh, it's probably the Abrade. Well, there's the Hour of Devastations.
There we go. Okay, so it looks like the Gear Hulk going to cast Supreme Will.
And then get an Hour of Devastation. And then play Hour of Devastation and
That
keep
was-
your Gear Hulk.
That
That's
was a step. Yeah, this
really
is just
good.
better.
My
Wow,
god.
That's pretty strong. So yeah, Brian's just going to Gear Hulk end step, draw an Hour's Devastation, play an Hour of Devastation, swing for 5, get back the Scarab God, play it again, have a huge board. Randy will have no board, and that's great.
Yeah, that's savage.
Interesting. He's swinging here. Randy is
Yeah, that is interesting.
because he will be able to swing with the.
I mean, if the cat blocks it, then you don't need to.
Hour.
Yeah, then you don't need to Hour.
But if the server just goes in front of it, then you didn't really gain anything.
Yeah, you don't gain much.
Brian could have just as easily swung after the attack, and
It's a
guaranteed,
guaranteed 5 damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Hour.
Either way. Yeah. So Scarab God will go away. The cat will go away. That's not the greatest Hour of Devastation. It's fine.
It is fine. It
reasonable.
was basically a 5-mana removal spell, but I mean, 4/4 double strikers are nothing to play around with.
Yeah. So either way, it goes back to Randy.
This Carnage Tyrant's gonna be really good.
Oh yeah, it will. No more.
It's got the 6 mana.
What do you think his best way to deal with Carnage Tyrant is? And
Why
is it double Hour of Devastation?
Yeah, I about to say I don't think there is a way.
Yeah. Blockers.
Yeah, you basically just throw things. I mean,
Throw
Torrential Gear Arc and Scarab God are gonna block it.
Yeah. Bolas uptick into another Carnage Tyrant, or
He only has one in the sideboard. He was
Wow.
probably playing around that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's some heads up magic.
and that's why you only play one Carnage Tyrant in the side. No, he had 2 Carnage Tyrants in the sideboard.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh well, terrible.
I guess that was just a mistake. Yeah.
Cool.
There's 2 Carnage Tyrants.
Strictly worse.
Randy's just not playing around the Nicol
No
Bolas uptick into the second Carnage Tyrant to deal with your first one.
It's all about percentages.
It is. Pretty sure he picked the right number.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's our old friend.
Mr. Scarab God. And it looks like Brian's just going to pass back with a lot of power and toughness worth of guys
Yep.
as blockers.
Carnage Tyrant's not really gonna be able to do much here.
And I would think that Brian's favored in the long game. Do you agree with that?
I would agree as well.
Yeah. So, if we
Seeing how his Carnage Tyrant, which I think is the best card in Randy's deck, just kind of gets stonewalled here.
yeah.
I don't really see what Randy can do. Ixalan's Binding is incredible.
It is.
But aside from that, I don't know how Randy saves this.
Randy has 1 cast out as well, correct?
He does have one in the side.
Inside, okay. And maybe 7 out in the main, we don't know. Right?
Yes. We don't know how many in the main.
Yeah, okay, cool. So, yeah. Randy will be drawing towards those, and otherwise probably just passing the turn a couple times. We'll have
He's got a Struggle Survive in his hand.
Is that Struggle to Survive? I wouldn't. No,
It could just be
Appeal to
Appeal
Authority.
to Authority.
Is the one.
I mean, Appeal to Authority's good here. Kind of.
It hits for 8.
It gets in for 8. That's not great.
Yes. Yeah, I think you gotta wait until yeah, you'll have to wait until
he has a board that he'll be able to swing and
Exactly.
kill Brian with on that turn. Which means draw go for a couple turns, it looks like.
Yep. Of course, Brian took out his Nicol Bolas's.
You think?
So yeah, we saw him take out at least one of them.
Okay, yeah. I mean, he probably should. I
Yeah.
agree.
And like, there's no creatures in the graveyard, so the Scarab God's not doing his usual shenanigans.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. And it looks
Of
like
course.
it's just appeal to authority here.
Of course, if he swings with the Carnage Tyrant and it ever gets double blocked, then there's cards in the graveyard, and then Scarab God gets really
I
scary.
mean, it makes a 4/4.
Makes a 4/4 Torrential Gearhulk. That's pretty good.
Well, yeah. Yeah, so it looks like Brian's gonna take 8 or 11, 7, 8. Oh, with the
Yeah,
the Magical Oasis.
yep.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. So that's some damage, and now it's back to Brian, who's gonna untap and have the board 6 still.
Draws a...
The cycling land.
Is that another Hour of Devastation? No, it's not another Hour of Devastation. Harness Lightning.
Yeah. Okay. Not great here. Has no targets.
Yep.
But we're back to Randy, who's gonna hope to draw some ways to beat the Scarab God here.
Yeah, I don't think he should swing there.
What, with the Carnage Tyrant with the appeal to authority?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, wow, there's another Appeal to Authority. That's huge.
Wow. This is only 8 though, right? This seems.
This seems... Was there a way that he could have done that to where he could have
Yeah, next.
cracked one of his deserts and
Waited until next.
gone lethal? I think so.
Okay.
So he goes to 1 here.
Yeah, it goes to 1. That seems fine for Brian.
This, I believe this completely turns off the Scarab God because of the secondary effect with the scrying and losing life. I don't know if it's...
Your opponent loses life.
His opponent loses life.
Yeah, Scarab God's just.
Right, I forgot. The
straight
Scarab God doesn't
upside.
have downside.
Yeah, why would it have downside?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That'd be lame. Yeah. So,
To be fair, what black cards ever, like, cost you life?
yeah, target opponent. Each opponent loses X life and you scry X. Great.
Never mind. Card's still disgusting.
Yep.
I mean, if Randy can rip another Appeal to Authority off the top,
by all means, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, some number of tokens
Cycle Sweltering
is
Suns.
good here.
Let's go.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
True Hieroglyphic?
Hieroglyphic Illumination, right? I know what it's called. The 4 mana draw 2, cycle for 1. Brian's trying to.
I mean, I don't think you...
So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power worth of.
He
Toughness.
needs 12 power. He needs to, like, crack all of his deserts at once, basically.
Yeah. So if he can get 2 hash of
What
oases,
we got here? Oh, weird.
Hieroglyphic Illumination, right?
Eliminating.
I'm pretty sure that's what the card's called. 3 in a blue, draw 2 cards, cycling for a blue.
That looks like what he did.
Yes. Yep, Hieroglyphic
fact.
Illumination. Great.
Look at that.
Cycle the Censor as well. Brian's just trying to find.
Looks
a
like
way
he
to
drew
not
another
die.
cycling land.
Well,
I mean,
could be
he's
worse.
not dying so far.
Yeah.
He's also not really winning at this point. He's kind of playing not to lose instead of playing to win. It's not really a way for him to play to win.
I don't think so.
He can't swing.
And he won't be. And there aren't creatures in the yard, so he can't do the whole Scarab
Yeah,
God thing forever.
you just gotta maintain the status quo for a bit.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Brian can really do here other than just hope.
Yeah.
I suppose it's pretty similar for Randy for what it's worth. Yeah,
SRAM's
so
expertise.
SRAM's expertise is going to
That'll get there.
Yeah. Does he have a counterspell? Does Brian have a counterspell?
I don't believe he does.
Yeah. He has a...
He has a Fatal Push and a Hardest Lightning. So he can
Well, that's
kill
2 of the tokens.
2 of them,
Yeah.
and he should.
And that's not enough, as it turns out, because if we...
Does he have a Glimmer of Genius in his hand?
Okay, that does that, sure.
Then you push it.
Push this one.
I believe he does have a Glimmer of Genius.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, he's just drawing more cards, more removal. If he draws actually stone nothing, then I'm pretty sure he's dead because the 1 power creature needs to get blocked, and the Carnage Tyrant gets to get through for 1 damage.
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, does Brian?
Oh, Brian doesn't think Carnage Tyrant has trample.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, he asked if there was any way to give it trample. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, that's bad.
This.
Alright, we might be in Blowout City here.
Of swing dead. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's not like it's like outplayed or anything like that. Yeah. So,
I mean, it is FNM. I'm sure if he asks if it has trample, Randy will say yes.
Yeah, he should.
Got a glimmer here. Try and find something.
Glimmer Genius draws 2 cards and gives 2 energy. Or scry 2, draw 2.
Let's see what
2 energy.
That's a Scarab God.
Randy does have a Hashif Await or Shafet Dunes, so I don't know if that's very
Bottom
relevant.
2. Draw land and another land.
Yep, just cycle.
And another land.
Yeah, as I said, stone nothing.
Yeah.
Did Randy not swing on his turn?
Is that a search?
Randy
He did
didn't
not swing on his turn.
Okay, I swing there. If
No,
if
yeah,
I'm
you
Randy-
swing there.
Yeah, I totally swing there.
That's a search.
He didn't want to lose his Tyrant to any removal spell. That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That
Because
is fair.
if he has a push, then
You just
you're
lose.
basically dead. That's very
yeah,
fair.
that is fair. But giving Brian more chances to draw cards,
I agree.
is really not where you want to be, especially when none of Randy's threats really have trample. He does. Okay, he does have 2 Haship Oases,
Yes.
so he can crack one, crack the other.
I mean, if he goes...
Give your Carnage Tyrant, put up to 13 power, swing, and that's lethal.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is...
Playing the long game.
Given the fact that he has 2 Haship Oases, I agree with Randy's line here.
Yeah. And, he doesn't know that Brian's hand is stone nothing. He probably knows that now that he cycled, 7 cards.
And then did nothing with it.
And then did nothing.
Interesting.
Cracks the dunes.
Instead of the Oasis?
Also cracks the Oasis? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, no,
Activates
no.
Oasis. Sacking dunes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. So his Carnage Tyrant is going to be a 13 power attacker,
Which is lethal.
Which should be lethal, even if the other creature gets
There
destroyed.
you go.
Great. All right, so it looks like we were wrong. The Grixis control deck just folds 2-0 to Randy's green-white tokens deck.
Yeah. Carnage Tyrant just can't be beat by a control deck.
Yeah, as it turns out, that's very, very good. Doesn't even die to our devastation. It's crazy. All right, cool. Well, we've got a couple minutes left in the round. I don't think we'll be able to pull anyone in who's just starting a new game, but hopefully the rest of the tournament's going to be going on to round 4 momentarily, and you guys should stick around. Not round 4,
we're
sorry.
not having round 4.
We're having
cutting to a top 4.
Cutting to a top 4, which could be a 4th round if people end up playing it. Either way, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. It'll be a 4th round.
You're right.
I mean, you're not wrong. That was a very interesting game. God, this card's very good.
Yeah, I was just thinking that there's nothing a control deck can do.
And then that doesn't work because
Nickel Willis. Well, I mean, there's stuff that a control deck can do if you're not. You can get settled directly and try to go through it.
I believe it hard.
Yeah, I know.
But it has a place for
I
your
know, I'm
ultimate.
aware.
It has 2 places for feats, and then your deck and your discard.
I'm aware.
I'm going to, on a piece of paper, mock up sliders and just like tape. I can keep this. I'm just gonna tape them on there and just use this and see how it goes. This is great.
Yeah.
This is exactly what.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Elemental's magma orb. Interesting.
Is that's a thing, right? Isn't that a thing?
What's the magma orb jewel do?
Isn't it like plus 10 chains or something like that?
Holy shit.
It's not plus 10 chains.
Let's see. Special jewel.
I do know the thing's good with a chain.
Inevitability. At least. 10% increased area of effect.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, welcome back to our final F&M little bit here on Friday night for our standard tournament. My name's Adam,
I'm Jake.
and this is going to be the we've got a top 4 split, so we're done with the tournament for tonight.
Unfortunately, that means there isn't much else to watch, but thank you so much for
Watching for the whole night. We'll be doing a on Sunday, I believe, is our next event. We'll be doing a quick, easy X-wing tournament, right?
Not tournament. We'll be playing 2 to 3 games under the camera.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, so we'll just be doing a little thing there. We'll probably be back for Pauper on Wednesday. If not, next Thursday's Modern, and then Friday night we'll be here again doing F&M with Standard. As always, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, you should come to any of the events if you're here in Bellingham. Anyway, have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.